What's going on, everybody? It's Tim with A4 Outdoors again. And okay, if you've seen our last video, we got a new machine. This is a 2022 Commander XTP. So we're going to put a few accessories, which is the fun part, I think, of having the machine, other than riding it and everything like that. So first thing we're going to start off is a little bit of storage. So the XTP interior, it's got a glove compartment on the driver, the passenger side, pretty deep, and a little small compartment on the driver's side. So as far as inside the machine, there's not a lot of storage. So we're going to try to get a couple things. The first thing, if you've seen any of our previous videos, we do a lot of stuff with Kemimoto. So I've used a lot of their products, installed a lot of their stuff, and they sent us an overhead storage bag. So what we're going to do is this is the sport roof that the XTP comes with. You can get these sport roofs for any of the Commanders. And I believe, I'm almost 100% positive, the Commander, the Maverick Sport, and the Maverick Trail all has the same roll cage. So the roll cage is the same. It's just, of course, with the Commander, you get the big bed and they change some stuff. But the roll cage itself and the roof and interior on the Maverick Trail, the Maverick Sport, and the Commander, I believe, is all the same. So doors fit the same, roof fits the same, windshield fits the same. Ceiling, roof storage bag should fit the same. So Kemimoto says this will fit all three. I messed with this a little bit earlier before we did the video, and since I've already got the windshield and the roof on, it's a little bit more of a pain in the butt, but the pictures on Kemimoto shows it going in the front, right above your head, kind of like that. Ideally, that's perfect. I put it in there, and I do not like it. It's like it doesn't fit correctly. I'm just not a fan. It's like this is a little bit too wide, and it kind of bunches up, and plus the brackets that hold the roof on it's like in the way, and the rear view mirror, the bracket to put the screw, it's just a pain in the butt. So I did not like that. So I thought, I was looking, I'm going to put it in the back. So it goes right above your head, kind of backwards like that, fits a whole lot better. I mean, this is, the roof on the Commander is tall. So you have tons of headroom, even if you're 6'5". You should have tons of headroom in the Commander. So I'm going to mount this against the back just like that. I mean, it kind of sucks, but it's right above your head, so you can reach up and get your stuff. It's just backwards, but anyway, you can put smaller stuff, foams, I don't know, just smaller stuff that's not super heavy. It's got a lot of nice pockets if you want to take a look at it here. This is this has got a bigger pocket that unzips like that, and it's a bigger section with like a little stuff, kind of keep it from just falling out when you unzip it. Put, some gloves, some tools, stuff like that. Then it's got a smaller pocket on the outside, on this side, and it's got the exact same thing on the other side, the left side. It's got the big pocket there. And then in the center, there's another big one that's just like the outsides, but it has a clear center, smaller pocket, which is cool if you need to put like a map that you can kind of see if you want to look up, or if you put your phone in here, you just kind of zip it, slap your phone in there. But it's got stuff you can kind of see where you need to grab quick or something like that. So gives you a little extra storage. So we're going to be putting this on. The first thing I recommend is if you have the sport roof, I took just the back four. It's got 4 bolts in the back and then 2 on the edges to take this back little cowling off. But if you don't have a back windshield already in it, you don't have to take this off. So the only strap, this unit just uses basically all these straps that go around the roll cage and then hooks back through. The only one that's kind of a pain to get to is that back center one. So if you don't have a windshield, you shouldn't have to remove the roof. I had the windshield on there. It's just easier to take this back cowling off than it is to take that Super ATV rear windshed out. So first thing you do is you take, I'm going to try, I kind of did a test run of this just to see if it, the easiest way to do it. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this center strap, and since I don't have the roof hooked up, I'll just stick it through here, and then I'll run it back under Kind of pull it over toward the middle, and then you just loop it back through the little cinch crevices built into it, and kind of pull it snug. And what we'll do is once you get all of these kind of hooked in and around the roll cage, we'll go back and tighten everything down nice and tight. So just get that started, and you can kind of lay it across the back like that. And I'm going to shove this in between the windshield. So like I said, if you have this windshield's not here, that's not part of the problem, you know, but I've got the windshield, so I'm going to pull that kind of tight, and that's going to go right in the center. So then the next one you hook up is the next to the left or the right. Either way, you just run it through the top, back down through here, and stick it back through the little things there. And just kind of pull it kind of snug. And then you can do this outside one. Well, first, I've got to put my top back on. See, the reason I took this back cowling off is to get to that center one easier since I've got the windshield on it. So before I put the other ones, I'll put the other one back on, then I'll put this back cowling back on to tighten these bolts up, and it'll just pull right down on top of it. I can still get to these with that on it, so that shouldn't be a problem. All right, so I put that back cowling piece of the roof back on. It was just one bolt like this on each side, and then you can see it there. I believe it's, I can't remember, I think that's 13 millimeter on the inside and maybe a T35 on the out. So anyway, one here and one over there with the nut, and then these four, you can see these four right here. It's just 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a 10 millimeter. You just take that loose, and then the roof's loose. So I put those back in before you do the rest of it. You've got the center one hooked, this one hooked, and that one pretty nice and tight. And now we'll do these two outside ones. And you can do those. There's enough lift in the roof where you can kind of slide those through there after you put the roof back on tight. So just push that one right through here. Stick it through there like that. And pull it tight here. I'll pull it snug to the outside, and then you just kind of fish this back up through there, kind of lift up. And then you can pull it from the inside. And these have, the cool thing about once you push them back through, they've got like a little elastic piece that the tag end can kind of just stick back through there. It's going to be on the back side anyway, but you can kind of stick them back through this tag end, and that'll hold it secured. So once you get that, I'll pull this one back from the inside and get it nice and tight. There, like that. And then I'll take this one and feed it through there. So, I mean, it takes it a few minutes to do it the first time, but once this is in there, it's in there. So if it didn't have a roof, it'd be really quick. So it's best to do this stuff before you get your roof, or if you already have a roof, then, you got to do it when you got to do it. But, so I'll just pull that kind of snug there and stick it up through here, back to the inside. Sorry. Like so. There's that side. Let me go around and do this one. Through there. And this one like that also. And since the Commander and the Maverick Trail and the Sport, it doesn't have any kind of bar in the center, it's nothing really to attach the center. It's not going to hang down, which these straps are going to keep it tight enough to where, if you'll see it now, it is nice and tight. So there's that. And you can just kind of push up, and it'll push it on up into the roof a little further. Like that. I'll push that side when I get over there. So there's the bag. And I'll show you me sitting in it. Is way up there. So it's not even close to hitting your root, your head, and I can't see it. So The nice thing is you can just kind of reach up and grab what you need out of it. It's backwards, but it just doesn't work right here. Someone may be able to get it to work right. It's just too much going on, and it's more narrow in the front. It's a little bunched up, but fits good in the back. I kind of like it. Now, what I may do is I may take just a little slit, just because I'm weird, slide it through here and drill a little hole and put a zip tie just to kind of hold it up a little bit, but maybe not, because I mean that's pretty good. If you put heavy stuff in it, it may try to pull down a little bit, but I may do that just to kind of hold it. But for the amount of money, this thing gives you a little extra storage without having to go through the actual Can-Am stuff. And if you end up getting the Can-Am, I think they make a upper box here for more toggle switches and stuff like that, because there's not a lot of room for toggle switches. The only bad thing about this is the way this machine comes from the factory. This has got the diff lock, the trail active, the rear diff button, your headlights, and your winch. There's no more room on the dash for toggle switches. There is room for 2 right here, which I'm not a huge fan of these. This is where I would put the heated seats. We do heated seats, is where we had them in the X3. So there is a couple of aftermarket companies that make a piece that goes around here that you can add a few switches, and maybe you could do a toggle switch there because there's nothing on the back. But I do know Can-Am makes the box that you can add a lot of toggle switches, like 3 or 4 up here for maybe your light bars, stuff like that. So we are going to put a front light bar on it. Got to have those. But anyway, there's the Kemimoto center or roof storage bag from Kemimoto. I like it. I mean, it's nothing special, but it's going to hold, a few things. We'll give you a little extra storage. So anyway, going to put a few more things on it. Stay tuned. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't, and we'll see you next time.